Welcome to ARW. I'm Harold, and it's been a long time since I did anything out here in the shop. I got started working on my air system the other day, and I bought a couple of little small air dryers. They don't last 5 minutes, you know, they're too small. So I got some larger stuff and some things to make things work out this time. And I've got a few other things going. We'll see about it. I'm going to show you what I got for the air system, and then I'll show you some other junk, or vice versa. As Columbo, our online detective, always said, just one more thing. I got some stickers in the mail after I got started here, and this one is from James Perkins, and let me show you his sticker here. If you want to watch his channel, it's James P. The Shed Shop. A little bit hard to find if you don't spell it like that. And of course, here's a sticker which I will put up on the board. And then I haven't watched a whole lot of these guys because they're kind of new. Here's one from Al, and Al is a guy I've been knowing a long time. He was on the ARW discussion back before it stopped. This is his sticker. It's upside down, but that's his sticker. And his, if you find his, look for AWDJR. That's how you'll find his channel. Both these guys could use some viewers, and both of them got something to say. Now Al here, he's a professional machinist, did it all his life till he retired. So if he tells you cut it like this or set it up like this, you can pretty much take it to the bank, okay? So now I'll put these guys' stickers up, and then we'll get on with the video. Alright, there's James P's sticker right there with Joe Pye, and there's Al's sticker right there by Old Iron Machine Works. Old Iron Machine Works are professional machinists too. So there they are. Got them located where I could get the most use of my space. Okay, this thing right here that says Max Water. It's a part of a water purifier system, but I saw a guy on YouTube fill this up with desiccant. The only thing that it's got is you got to keep it below 90 pounds, which I can do because I have a relief valve, which I should have put on the first system, and I wouldn't have, I'd still have the first system if I kept the relief valve handy. But let's look at some of the stuff here before we get down to this. I got a nice magnifying glass. I mean, this thing's like about 40 times magnification. It makes everything look really big, you know. Not that that's got anything to do with today's stuff. Alright, and then I got this for casting, so I can make fine sand to go around my, my pattern. And I got some super glue to use with that stuff, and to use with what I'm working on. This is a little piece that I made to go on my belt sander over there, belt grinder. I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so the idea here is that all the dust and grit and stuff coming down will go landing here. I put a vacuum hose up over that, and we'll just suck all that dirt into the vacuum instead of letting it spread all down the side of this little cart here. Okay, so I'll worry about that later, though I'm not going to do any grinding right now. And on the casting front, I decided to make some wheels, so I made some patterns, and I looked at this pattern. It's too big, so I shrunk it down some, and I looked at this pattern, and I think that's about right. We're making wheels, but they don't have to be great big wheels. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is to this is an intermediate size here, is I'm going to try to make 2 wheels at one time, you know, cast 2 at a time, because I've got 2 of the small patterns. I ran out of one color, that's why it's the way it is. This guy here, he's that intermediate size. And I've got something here. This is a relief valve. If I had been smart enough to put this on the very first desiccant thing I built over there, I'd still have it. This is a 90-pound relief valve. And if the air pressure gets up to 90 pounds, it'll open up. And it'll go upstream of this guy. Okay? So this is going to make things work. And guarantee that I don't go over 90 pounds, because these guys said don't do it. They'll void your warranty. Of course, they knew I was going to do all the stuff I'm going to do, because they'd void the warranty anyway. Because what I've got to do, let me open this thing up. Now the air comes in through here and goes out through here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I think so. So I'm going to put a tube come down this way so that the air will have to go through the desiccant before it goes back out there. And of course I'll have to put a little shield in here to stop the desiccant from blowing from here to here and on out of here into the system. It's not going to be totally easy, but I'll make it work. And then I may have to just turn around and blow it in here and out there. I can go either way. It doesn't matter, I don't think. I haven't used a steady rest in years, but today we want to bore out this end of this tube to 900 thousandths, so we're going to use it. Alright, now we'll have to measure it. Alright, we're about 820 thousandths, so that means we got 80 thousandths to go. Spit that out, didn't it? Alright. It says 900 right on, dead on, so I better measure it again. This time it come out 899. So I'm going to assume that's good enough. I'll take this one and cut off another one like it and put in there, and then we'll be in business. It says on this thing super pegamento, so that's what we're going to use. And we're going to glue these little guys sticking onto there and hope it works. Okay. Not everything that I come up with actually works. So let's hope. Anyway, I've got to, what I do with my, boy. Alright, so I have to squeeze it down good and tight, knock a hole in it. Alright, we got it filled up. Should go right on. There. That one went down pretty good. Can't believe how close I got these. One of them was 900 thousandths and one was one under. So Must be my lucky day. Of course, I drove about 5 miles today on Bay Area Boulevard, and they got green lights almost all the way to FM 528 or 518, whatever it is. Just one right after the other. Alright, so there they are. They're stuck together. And they'll need to stay stuck together for a little bit. Let's see if these guys will fit on over them. They should, because I'm at least an inch of clearance. There we go. We got at least 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, good 3/4 of an inch clearance by the bottom, so that ought to do that. I'll put a little piece of screen wire over them so that they don't blow any goodie back the wrong way. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. We're going to let it dry a while and then we'll do the next step. Alright, so we're going to assemble this thing in a way that makes sense to me. So it might not make sense to anybody else in the world, but there you go. I'm the guy doing it, so I get to do it my way. We're going to use a little bit of this nice tape. I guess I wrapped that one the wrong direction, but alright, so now we just go over to the vise and screw all this stuff down good and tight. Okay, and I've got this to add to it, so we'll take this guy over there and we'll take our tape with us, and I'll wake you guys up when I get through screwing this good and tight. Okay, so that's got the inlet side of the thing screwed on with the 90-pound relief valve right there by the device that it's going to be taken care of. The rest of that stuff, it'll handle more than 90 pounds. Okay, so let me work out the fittings for the next spot. Alright, so I've got all the stuff I need to get from here to here. This will screw into here. And then the little hose to there. And then I'm hooked up. Okay? Then I got to go from the other end down there. This end down here. But that's neither here nor there. It's not hard to do. I've got everything I need. I've made 2 trips to Redneck Supply so far for parts. So it's getting late and I'm going to knock off for today and we'll start at this again tomorrow. Should be a lot of nice rain tomorrow to keep us entertained. Alright, now that I've made 5 or 6 trips to Redneck Supply and Home Depot and other places like that, I've got the stuff put together. All these things are fitted with fittings. Now I need a little something to keep the desiccant from flying up into the wrong places, and so I'm going to cut it right out of here. I think about here. I guess I might as well pull the stuff off there because I think this piece is loose. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to cut it out of here. If I'd been smart enough to get a relief valve in the first place, I'd still have the first desiccant thing I set up. It would still be working for me. Nevertheless, that'll keep it out of there. Let's see if I don't have some pliers. cut that off. We're going to do the same on the other one, and we're going to put super glue on it, just make sure that it doesn't come loose. So I'm going to let you sleep while I do this next one.